Libra, to your Astro Dice reading for September. I hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you. Okay, best message coming out. And for those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope using only one of the 12 houses. So let's see what's going on. Going straight into the 7th house, partnerships, business, relationships. Let's see what's going on with some Scorpion energy, with some Uranus coming through. So what is it? It is your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. Nice. And doing it with some Scorpion energy, there could be some intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive energy going on. So things going on. Let's see, going straight into the 7th house. Ooh, one of my favorite houses. This area of your life is about long-term significant partners, romance, business, or family. I like this card because it kind of can hit everything, guys, right? So we can kind of get a little bit of a basis of a little bit of everything if it comes out that way. So let's see what's going on, getting straight into the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. Let's go straight to the beginning of the month. What is going on? Playing it safe. Nice. It's like there could be a lot of fireworks, a lot of excitement going on behind you in the backs, in the background. People could be running around, doing a lot of things. They might be asking you to go here or go there, and you're like, nah, I think I'm just gonna kind of chill, relax, kind of play it safe. I don't, kind of reclusive energy. I just want to kind of relax, chill, and be alone. Okay, you do have new supportive connections coming in. Wow. So you could be meeting this new person, obviously new, okay, who could be very supportive towards your career, towards your creative ideas, anything that you're doing. I love this energy. So talking about somebody new coming in, and you're kind of playing it safe. So you could say, I'm just kind of taking this slow, right? Maybe that's where you're kind of taking it slow. You might be getting out of another relationship or something going on around you where you're kind of feeling a little like you might be playing victim a little bit. That energy is just, I'm not emotionally really there. That's why I'm playing it safe. But it does feel like it has something to do with this new supportive connection. It's like they're coming in, but you're just kind of taking baby steps, right? Because you're still trying to get over some kind of pain, something that went awry. And I do feel like it was another connection, something that's going on. If it wasn't another connection, it's whatever this rope is that's tied to your arm that you haven't let go of yet. Whether it's a career or something within the family, however it is, but it does feel like you do have this coming in, but you're not giving it all. You see what I'm saying? I'm having a good time, but I'm not going to give them all the attention that maybe I should be or could. So I'm kind of playing it safe. Ooh, got it. Wow. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. But that's a really good connection. I think you know it's a really good connection. It's just that because of this kind of woe is me kind of energy that you're in at this time, you're not seeing it all for what it could be or wanting to give it all. And maybe you do know what is there, right? A little worrisome though. Kind of worried about myself. Yeah, it's because I'm, like I said, hermiting. Kind of finding your own inner guidance and your own wisdom and kind of like being in your own mind right now. And I think it has also a lot to do with this victim kind of mentality that you have. So it's kind of like, I'm kind of playing victim over here. I'm not doing good. So I think I'm just going to take time alone. Like I said, I'll give what I give here, but I'm not giving everything that I could possibly give. I do see this person as being a very sunshiny person. Let's clarify on the new supportive connection. Give us a little bit of clarity on this. Whether it's just a business partner or a friendship or a new person coming in that could be romantic. Let's see. I find this person, it's a lover. Whoa. Hello. It could be just a partnership. I mean, it doesn't have to be love, but it's definitely talking about the harmony and the love of this relationship, this union, this partnership. It could definitely become something more for a lot of you, right? Unless, it's just a business partnership or, But however it is, it does feel like there is a lot of strength, when you guys are together. The majority of you, this is romance. I think you do see the value, you do see the value here. I think that you do know deep down within yourself, this could become so much more, right? If you know it's just a really good friend and you're just looking for a really good friend, you know that this person could strengthen you and you guys could become, very good friends, the Thelma and Louise kind of, scenario, besties. On a love relationship, you know that this person, you could even be a little worried about that situation as well, being that you just got out of whatever you're going through, right? If it's a bad breakup, then you know that this could go somewhere. But you have to get out of this energy first, right? You have to take that rope off of you. Yeah, this is, just want you to know over here, this is justified. This person could have Libra in their chart as well, or Gemini. Okay? But this is definitely the Ace of Swords. Once you come to the mental clarity and the breakthrough, I believe you will get rid of that victim mentality. You will have a big breakthrough, especially as you're over here as the Hermit. You're kind of, even though you're kind of like, woe is me, this really sucks. I am digging deep though to heal. So once you do get the healing and you have this understanding and you're kind of done playing it safe over here, I do believe you'll take bigger steps towards this person, right? Yeah, and once you get yourself into the knowing of what's really going on and really getting back to just kind of your own sacred self. The High Priestess is a very sacred person. Once you kind of get back into your intuition and you kind of understand what is, whoa, hold on a second, why am I doing this? Why am I holding myself back from this connection? I have this, beautiful new connection that's right here. They want to do things, they want to talk, and I'm kind of pushing them away a little bit. Once you do that, there's also kind of a stubborn energy over here as well, about this situation. But once you do that, it just feels like you'll open up your heart chakra and your third eye and realize, whoa, wait a minute, there's something really cool going on over here. Yeah, it's that sudden awareness of what's really going on. And this is where you're going to retreat. You're going to withdraw. You will withdraw from that once you kind of get out of that energy. That energy could have been there when you met this person, right? Obviously. But I do feel like you will have this, I want to choose my happiness over this feeling because this feeling is really sucky. Yeah, see, like I said, taking steps. You were taking small steps. Now at the middle of the month, you're taking bigger steps. You're taking bigger steps towards this 7th house. You're saying, wait, hold on, there's something significant going on over here. Wow. Yeah, getting rid of those dark thoughts. Love it. So you're no longer going to feel like I need to stay safe. I'm going to just kind of chill over here in my mind. No more of that dark energy over there. You are definitely cutting that rope off your wrist over there and saying no more of that, because now I'm taking steps to get out of the dark thoughts. I'm taking steps towards, things that make me feel better, and yeah, this new beginning. Wow. I got a new cycle change. As you are, yeah, stepping into your present power. Look at that, my friends. So you're definitely stepping into your present power, as you're, allowing that to get, to fade away. And maybe it wasn't even anything that had to do with that. Maybe you lost your job or something had happened, and even though you met this connection, you're still not feeling good, right? Something is not feeling good. I take it how it resonates. You know why you're not feeling good. Okay. But taking steps over here, I love it. You're saying, now I'm going to walk towards this palace. I'm going to go ahead and not play it safe anymore. I have this sudden change. See, there's that sudden change and that sudden awareness within the seventh house. You have this sudden, wow, there's a lot of sudden events. Well, hold on a second. There's a lot of suddenness. You suddenly, okay, have this awareness of what's going on. You suddenly have this new connection, this beautiful new connection, right? And now you suddenly have this new beginning. So Uranus over here is really suddenly, pushing you to the limit over here. Okay, so taking these steps, it might even be sudden that you even suddenly decide to take these steps, right? You're going to say, wow, okay, I don't know how I'm going to do that, but that was sudden. A lot of surprises over here. So what if on the taking steps, 9 of Pentacles, walking straight towards this person who you feel is your reward. It's almost like you suddenly, I guess we're going to use that a lot since Uranus really wants to throw that shocking, sudden, choosing happiness and all these sudden things going on. Realize that this person is your reward. I feel like some of you surprisingly and suddenly also come into some kind of financial independence as well. So something major and big is going on here. If you were sad when you met this person because you lost your job or didn't have a job or something was going on with money, you definitely by the mid-month are coming into this money. And I think that this is where you kind of also change and have, want to take these steps because, like I said, you're no longer feeling that depression. You're no longer feeling this woe is me. And I do feel like you're also coming towards this person who could be a Taurus or a Capricorn. You do feel like with the dark thoughts upside down, turns that wheel around, and now all of a sudden you feel like you're in good luck. It's unpredictable. It's sudden. This is some kind of inevitable fate, though, that's going on as well, coming in this area here with this new connection. This new connection, I do feel it's fated, especially with the Justice card over here, keeping you in balance over here. You definitely do have some life cycles and some karmic things that were going on, and I do feel like the karmic rewards are coming through. And this huge reward is related to this Wheel of Fortune and this new beginning. So it's like boom, boom, boom. So you're definitely taking the steps towards these rewards. And everything has just got a huge turning point for you and a huge change, new beginnings and unpredictability. With the new beginning, you do have the Ace of Cups. There's that love. I'm telling you, this is, for a lot of you, this is a love connection. I think a lot of you are coming into money and love. You just have this new feeling, though, too. The new beginnings is also the new feelings. This is a new feeling that I haven't, I haven't felt this in a while because I've been in kind of this hum-ho, this place of not feeling good, right? With that victim mentality. Nothing's going my way. Why is everything falling apart? You see what I'm saying? But definitely you have new feelings over here. This is new loves. This is definitely the Ace of Cups is filling your cup full of love, full of passion, the passion for life. Feeling like you are taking steps in the right direction, just in the knowing now of knowing this is where it is. Well, you guys have come very far, and you do have the Page of Cups, and I do believe this Page of Cups is this new love, this new connection, and it is a happy surprise. And I do believe you are getting intuitive messages showing you about this new love, this new turnaround that's going on within your life. You got this fish that's like coming out of this cup like surprise. Like I said, this whole reading is surprise. I might as well just name this reading the big surprise or the big surprises, because there's definitely more than one surprise over here. This person is actually offering their heart, their cup of love to you in its own way, but it's very unexpected. It's the happy surprise. This is something that you did not really 100% see because you said, okay, I have this new connection. It's very supportive. I think they're really cool. And, I really enjoy this person. And if it's a love situation, which we have cups and lovers all over the place, they're going to now say, surprise, I have feelings for you, surprise. And that's just going to, yeah, surprise the hell out of you. But you're going to like this. You're going to like it. For others of you, it's the surprise of getting a new job, getting this offer, that offer, whatever is coming to you. I'm telling you, this happy surprise. I mean, that's the Page of Cups. That's this happy surprise of them letting you know that they have feelings for you. They're not 100% offering their cup of love yet because they haven't become the Knight of Cups yet. They're more like the, the dreamer, being very curious of you, letting you know they have feelings for you. They haven't gone to the whole take my heart thing just yet, right? They're just letting you know. Well, that's getting there, right? That's that. I have a crush on you, and you're like, oh, that's so cute. You are just so cute, right? Oh my God. Or you're hot as hell, thank God. However it is, that's just the surprise. Or them offering a date, right? But they haven't 100% proposed just anything just yet, right? They won't really propose anything just yet until they become the Knight of Cups. But there is some kind of proposal over here in its own way, though, because remember, the Ace of Cups is also the proposal. So I think it's the proposal of surprise. I have a crush on you. I think we should do things, right? I don't know. Maybe if you put the two together, it could become the Knight of Cups. But the Ace of Cups with the Page of Cups could become the Knight of Cups. Okay. Could be. Okay, let's go. Definitely seeing at the end of the month the increase. I'm telling you guys, when it comes to money, you're seeing a huge increase. But I also see the increase of the relationship that's going on over here, too, within the 7th house. The 7th house is definitely talking about this business, this money, this career, and literally this romance. So if you guys know you're already married, you can throw the romance piece out, right? Because you're like, it don't matter because I ain't doing shit. I'm married. You know what I mean? But if you're single and ready to mingle and you could, manifest this or however it is, oh yeah, here it is. Those of you who are looking at your finances and stuff, oh yeah, here it comes. That Wheel of Fortune ain't messing around in the middle of the reading. And it's definitely coming somewhere between the 19th and the 22nd of the month. I would say up here that this is going to be somewhere between the 5th and the 8th of the month. Okay? So, that first week of the month, there is something that you are planning. You have an increase in planning of action going on over here. And next card coming out is huge transformation. Wow. Okay, so you went straight from a new beginning straight to a transformation. How in the world did you do that? Wow. Okay, so you went straight from a new beginning. So you think of the new beginning as the World card, the Fool card, straight into transformation, straight into the Death card. The new beginnings can also be the Sun card as well. I just want you to know that. New beginnings, happiness, and success. New cycle change. But clarify on why the transformation is here. I'll just want to use this deck. Tell me why the transformation is here. The divine is pushing you into the right area. Clarify what area the majority of them are they being pushed into. I see the milestone at the bottom of the deck. Creative endeavor for some of you. So if you're in any type of band or anything like that, that's also coming up as well. If you've been looking to put your band out into some kind of gig for your business, I see that coming out. And I also see the milestone 4 of Wands coming out. Wow. Or commitment. Bam. Okay. Yeah. The loving man, there it is. Yep. Loving man, loving woman, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about the, and this is because you deserve this. Yeah, I see where this is going. So whatever you're getting whatever is going on over here within this relationship is definitely progressing to the next level. It's being transformed. It's being pushed as you're increasing in the areas of your life with the Wheel of Fortune. There's a lot of planning and action for this transformation through this commitment, whether it's making commitments for you to have a job, buy a car, whatever it is, or if it's commitment in love with the loving man and the milestone. It could have, in this soulmate connection, we have the lovers and the milestone. Four of Wands. Clarify on the increase with the King of Wands, with the Queen of Wands right there. Bam, what did I just say? I literally just said soulmate connection. And there it is. The King and Queen of Wands coming out. Two very big visionary cards, two very creative souls coming together, overcoming challenges, focused, the zest of life, right? Career focused, natural born leaders over here, and a lot of passion and a lot of fire, right? A lot of courage going on over here and confidence. Determination and joy. I don't think it really matters which one. I was going to say, pick who you are. Are you the Queen of Wands or the King of Wands, right? It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter what sex you are. You could say, I'm, female, but I'm the natural leader. I'm the King of Wands. I'm career focused. I'm the one, right, who's the visionary. I'm the one that looks at the entrepreneur because I am the entrepreneur, right? Or are you the Queen of Wands, which says I'm the confident, independent type? But look, you guys are both, no matter what, focused on career. Mm-hmm. I don't think it really matters in the end because you're like-minded. You're both looking at the bigger picture for what it is. Very, wow. So there is an increase in what? In confidence, seeing the bigger picture, overcoming any of the challenges, staying focused on your career. And yet the two of you is also an increase in this love, in this partnership, in this, whether it's partnership in business and you guys are both career focused on how you want to run this business, right? And that could be this as well. Surprise, I'm telling you right now, I'm here for the job and I know how to do it. And I'm telling you right now, we're very supportive, but I'm on your side. I know exactly what's going on and you're having all these intuitive messages for the creative opportunities, right? You're going to, could even be that they have a lot of creativity within them. Could be dealing with a fire sign, water sign, earth sign. That's more than anything that I see more than anything. Planning the action. Clarify on planning the action, please. And the end of the month. Wow, I just love how this is not having any self-limiting beliefs. So whatever you felt like might have been opposing you before, and having Mars in right now, opposing, it wants to oppose Venus, and Venus is your sign, just like I'm Taurus, and it's me too. And it wants to come in and try to oppose us. Guys, just grab that Mars, that ram. Don't let it, try not to let it oppose you. Been telling myself this, for the last 2 days. I'm not going to let this thing oppose me. I'm going to grab that ram by its horns and I'm going to drag it into me, right? Why? Because the energy of that Mars, that Aries energy is very, well, it likes, number one, it likes to oppose Venus. It likes to push on us. Push. And then, of course, we want to push back. So then next thing you know, guys, we're in a tug of war, right? And then we become imbalanced. You guys are Libra. You know about imbalance. I'm Libra moon, so I know all about that too. So it wants to push on us. So, of course, we're the bull. We're going to, and you're the the justice, right? So whether you're a bull or you're the justice, you're going to push back, right? You're Venus. Let's just put it that way. I didn't mean to say the bull. I was talking about myself. But however, you know, as Venus, we're going to push back. And it's just going to be bad, right? It's going to be back and forth, causing negative energy and feeling very wishy-washy and all over the place. So you grab that damn Mars, pull it into you so that way it doesn't feel like it's giving you self-limiting beliefs. It doesn't want to put you, don't allow it to entrap you in your mind, right? That's the point that I'm trying to make, right? You want to make sure that you take what Mars has to offer. I keep telling myself this. I'm not going to let it push me around. I'm not going to let that Aries push me around, right? So Mars is very bossy, okay? Venus is very loving, okay? So no, take it and say, you know what? This thing has a lot of spirit fighting. It's a spirit fighter. It wants to fight, right? And so instead of fighting against you, let it fight with you. That's the point that I'm trying to make. Because in seriousness, it's going to give you a more practical approach to the situation, right? And it's not going to allow you. So when you start planning actions and stuff, do not allow that to, drive you insane. Because Mars is risky. It wants you to take impulsive risks. It wants you to do things that you don't want to do, right? Try to halt good things for you. Push on all your buttons. So I said, no, it's got a good fighting spirit. So let's drag that in, make it a positive, and say, you know what? I need this fighting spirit. And that's what you can do here. And I can actually see that through here, you can do that. That will be releasing the negative thoughts. Those negative thoughts come in. You say, no, I'm going to free myself from that. And I'm going to get practical about the situation. So this right here is a great energy right here for you to really fight back on that Mars. Don't let it push you around, right? You can say, I'm not going to be my own inner critic, because it does. It wants you to look inside yourself and say, you're naughty, you did this, you did that, you were too impulsive, you shouldn't have taken that risk. And you're going to say no, because Uranus over here says also it wants the sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. As long as you keep yourself over here in this area, look at the planning action that you're doing at the end of the month. How beautiful. You're freeing yourself, saying that you can accept this situation, because I'm going to grab that ram by its, I say its horns, but sometimes I want to say its throat, and say, get over here, right? And give me that energy, right? Stop pushing on me. And it will push you around. And you're probably already starting to feel that, because it really likes to push Venus around. Why? Because one's peace and one's war. So, yeah. What is that going to do? And then you have that balance. Oh, right? So now you're going to want to try to keep everything as balanced as possible. So you have the transformation. This is where it's going to bring in this transformation. This transformation is saying, okay, well, let's do it this way. You have the angels in the four corners. So it's kind of like, okay, getting our spirit back into balance, knowing that you're divinely protected and keeping your spirit where your spirit needs to be, right? And that's just like the overall protection while you're on a transformation, because you have these beautiful creative endeavors coming to you as you're balancing yourself out through the end of the month over here with this milestone. And look, the end of the month, we're in Libra season, right? That's where the opposing is really coming in. And it's going to suck anyways, because Mars is up here as well in the very beginning of the month. So not only is it going to be over here, it's down here going, sticking its tongue out at us. I just always see it as people. So, because it's easier to, grasp the idea. You just see it as a bunch of marbles in the sky. It doesn't really do much, right? It's like, that's a marble. So you have the commitment over here, whatever this commitment is, whether it's love, it's this, it's that, right? But you have the milestone, and you're at the milestone. And a lot of you, it's this love of this person. And you're saying, yes, give me it. Give it to me. Yes. Yes, yes. And you're going to still keep that devil at bay. See, that's what I'm saying. Keep that devil at bay. Don't let him push you around. right? Detaching and freeing yourself from that. Why would you want that anyways? You have all these beautiful things. Why? Because and it doesn't matter anyways. Everybody knows that once you start getting wonderful things, negative energies always want to bounce around, whether they're in form of people or just thoughts, or it's energy no matter what. So it wants to try to look, and you are one of these, right? And it wants to try to get rid of your lack of willpower. Well, being that much fire, don't let it do that. So you do have the star coming out. Whoa! With the Six of Wands, with the Temperance, with the, yeah, with the Seven of Wands. With the Seven of Wands over here, it doesn't really surprise me that much, because you're still going to feel like you're somewhat of a challenge mode in some ways, because you're being challenged over here. And it could even be that this energy that's trying to challenge you could even be another person as well, my friends. I just want you to know that. It could be a Capricorn or a Gemini or Aquarius or something, okay, who's coming at you. But you're over here planting these seeds, okay, for everything that you have. And you know that they're growing, but I do feel like someone's got you in a challenge mode towards the end of the month, whoever it is. But definitely there is your dreams coming in. That's it. That's it. The rest is just like whatever, right? I mean, if you really think of it this way, it's like, okay, so who's challenging me now? Whoopity woo, I get challenged every day. So you could say you're just going, you're moderately moving, you're doing awesome. There's a lot of harmony. Somebody's going to get you into challenge mode, but you're planting your seeds. You know where you're going, right? You know where your investments are. Could be somebody at work within the workplace who's actually trying to challenge you as you're persevering over here. Could even be the bank, right? It could be anything that's trying to challenge you. But the overall, I always say those are small things. I wouldn't let there's a bump in the road. I wouldn't worry about those. What I worry about is this. This is because, in seriousness, this is your outcome, and this is all that really matters. Because we're all going to have bump in the roads anyways. They don't look major. It looks like something you can get over, especially if it's the star, the second biggest yes card in the deck. Yeah, and on the bottom you have the sun. So that's that's it. And yeah, it does. There it is too. The tower in reverse. Yeah, because of the transformation that you're going through. Yeah, you're probably right. You probably will have to put yourself through some kind of personal transformation in the very end. But that's okay though, because after the tower comes the what? Because this is the way it was at the bottom, right? After the tower comes the sun. So after the chaos comes the harmony. So I really wouldn't worry about it too much. It looks like it's just going to all work itself out. Those of you who are worried about something maybe coming up, something small, something, but it was still just like, oh, but I don't really want to deal with that. And it looks like it is coming. But yeah, you'll have celebration and victory out, because of that. It is. It's some kind of message that is coming out that is frustrating, right? That's not going to make you happy, right? That's going to cause a little bit of a personal issue over here, but the sun is there. So between the sun, the star, and the Six of Wands, I think you got this. Okay, my friends, until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.